right, what's the scoops with the rioting and looting happening right now in Los Angeles, California?
You know, it just seems like it's spiraling out of control with community members protesting against the federal crackdown on illegal immigration.
Yeah, some media outlets are insisting that it's mostly peaceful. But as we take a look at these images, I mean, we've seen, burning cars and flags and just people smashing windows. I don't know if it can be considered peaceful, sis.
I wouldn't. But, brother, did you see the video of the Australian, it was an Australian journalist, and she got shot with a rubber bullet by the police while she was covering the violence. Watch this.
Firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
Lauren Tomasi is the reporter's name, and clearly she was not rioting. According to reports, she was left sore, but otherwise she and her camera operator are safe, and they're actually going to continue to stay and cover the story.
I wonder if there was a misfire, because it looks like he aimed in her direction.
Yeah, none of the officers were firing. I mean, there was, you could hear bombs going off, right? Those sounds, cannons, I guess. And then all of a sudden, that one police officer on the end just turns and shoots right at her.
Almost like it was intentional.
It was weird.
I saw another article about a New York Post reporter, and he had this big red dot in the middle of his forehead, and he got shot by one of the rubber bullets too. And he actually caught the rubber bullet on camera as I was flying towards him. So it's pretty crazy.
Oh my goodness! It does seem like violence isn't confined to the streets of Los Angeles. In fact, apparently there was a scuffle at the Palazzo, at the Venetian. You heard about this, right? The Venetian Resort.
I know the Palazzo. That's where they get the buddies, yeah. Some had a scuffle over the donuts and stuff.
No, not about the donuts, brother. But it was at the Venetian Resort in Las Vegas, involving HGTV star Tarek El Moussa.
What's the scoops with that? My wife loves him and his wife. They have a show. It's called The Flippin' El Moussas.
That's right. Well, the El Moussa flipped out, all right, resulting in him brutally knocking another man out in Las Vegas.
Whoa.
Now, Vegas Metro PD confirmed that the altercation involved someone hanaiinoing his elderly father.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What a trip. I mean, of course, you can come to the aid of your family if something like that happens.
Somebody come at especially on Kupuna?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? But it remains unclear what started the altercation, but it has been said that it escalated quickly and that the alleged victim had refused medical attention.
Speaking of medical attention, a medical emergency doctor is gaining a lot of attention with his recent post on social media that revealed a simple test that could indicate if your heart is a ticking time bomb.
Wait, what's the scoops on that?
Well, it's called a thumb palm test. He's doing it right there. You see him kind of pulling his thumb in. Dr. Joe Whittington is his name. He's an emergency medicine expert from California. He explained that if your thumb extends past your palm, this could mean your connective tissues are very stretchy. Sounds medically, yeah? It's
very stretchy.
Indicating that the same stretchiness applies to the tissues in the arteries, meaning a high chance of swelling or bulging. Now, he did cite a 2021 study published in the American Journal of Cardiology, which found that 60% of people with known aortic aneurysms had a positive palm thumb test. So that's, yeah. So if it goes past, you saw some of the pictures in his that video we just showed.
Over.
Like freaky. I don't know if they have extra, like one middle finger on the thumb that goes way across, but
and you don't have a thumb, you just have a fifth finger, right? Yeah. That's strange. But you saw this on TikTok?
I did see it on TikTok. Yeah.
We should just, with a grain of salt, anything that you see on TikTok.
It's not the truth.
Not everything is true.
Okay.
In fact, coming up in about 20 minutes, I'll tell you about a TikTok thing that is definitely not true.
Okay.
And will ground you. It will keep you from traveling if you listen to this TikTok thing.
Okay, I can't wait to hear that.
But this might be, I don't know.
Oh, yours is a little bit extra long.
Hey, what you talking?
Mine too look like, mine almost, I kind of stretching.
Well, in that case, I'm not going to try. I'm going to make it like this.
The first test Lina girl will fail in her life. She's always a genius.
On purpose.
All right, so what's the scoops with you? What you think? We definitely want to hear from you.
That's right. Let us know by sending an email at islandlifelive@gmail.com. islandlifelive@kitv.com, or post a comment directly to this video on our YouTube page. Just search Island News.
Yeah, real simple.